Hello, welcome to OSLC Connect for Jira demo. Today we're going to show the integration with Polarion with Jira Xray via OSLC, and we'll focus on how we can relate test cases to requirements in Polarion. So we're starting with a simple set of requirements here in Polarion. We can go ahead and look at a specific requirement. And in here, we want to be able to relate to a test case within Jira. We're going to use OSLC to be able to do this. This means that we'll create a live link to artifacts within Jira and be able to relate a specific test case and take a look at the data associated with this. So simply on this Polarion item now that I have a project association with OSLC, I can go ahead and look at something like a validates by relationship. And you'll see that I now can relate to a linked data friend server. So this is going to be my Jira system. So clicking on this, I'm going to be able to pick a particular Jira server that I want to connect to and have the option of either selecting an existing item or create a new item. So let's go ahead and create a new test case. And you'll be able to see that I actually have a native Jira form. And I can go ahead and create a test case. And be able to populate test details, test sets. We have all the tabs that we might want to have, be able to add different attributes, priorities, things like that, and be able to create that link. Now, if I want to be able to save that link, I need to hit the save button in Polarion, and then I can have a live preview of that artifact within Jira. So this is going to show me live data, so I can see my artifact in Jira, I can see the test run status, and I can just click and navigate over to that artifact. And so now the nice thing is I just have a test case in Jira that's an Xray test case, and I can actually see my requirements from Polarion and get the live preview. So I have a dynamic relationship between those. If I want to create a link to a artifact within Polarion, I simply have to come back in here, be able to get my link dialog and be able to say I want to validate a requirement, be able to pick my project from within Polarion, and be able to pick any of my set of requirements that are provided by my Polarion dialog. And so I can come in here and pick another requirement and be able to have those links live within Xray and be able to see things live from Polarion and be able to see the artifacts in Xray. And even if I wanted to be able to navigate over to those artifacts, I can go ahead and navigate back into Polarion and be able to see those artifacts and be able to see interesting other details about them. So in this case, I'm going to still see my links before, so I can see my validated by. But you also be able to see that if I go to one of my other artifacts here, I'll see some live data about my test run status. So this is a previous test case that's failed. And you'll even see that I can take advantage of that within my table data within Polarion. So I can configure a specific table that shows me artifacts within Xray and even their test run status, for example. So if I have a set of tests that I want to be able to see the test run status, or even some of the other attributes from within Xray, I can be able to configure that in there. And not just in the tables, I can also use that in my reports. So if I go ahead and take a look at some of my reports here, I can go ahead and be able to see reporting data that will show me not only my artifacts within Polarion, but also how they're linked to those validated test cases. And so this way I can have that traceability within my system and be able to navigate back and forth. And you'll be able to even see this as you look at your documents themselves. So if I come back and look at these requirements within my document, if I go ahead and navigate to them and be able to select them in the right banner bar, I'll be able to see those test cases and be able to even see things like test case status. So if I come down here and look at those requirements, you're going to see that I have that validated by. I can do that rich hover, or I can take a look at that other requirement that I was looking at before, and I can see multiple test cases, and I can see those live sets of data from Xray. So that's the basic idea of it. If you want to be able to take advantage of it, we welcome you to come over to take a look at the SODI OSLC Connect for Jira connector on the Atlassian Marketplace. You can try it for free. As well as we do have an example on our docs.sodiaswiller.com. to be able to show how to configure your Polarion to be able to use Xray and OSLC Connect.